hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about these two books. This is like a queer mooncake inspired fiction reading vlog, in a sense, or review. So I've got Mooncakes by Wendy Xu and Suzanne Walker. I've actually read this. I'm gonna go through that after I've just talk about this one, and then I'm gonna start reading Fake Dates and Mooncakes by Shirley. This is a YA novel, and this is a YAS, I don't know, I classified it as anyone to read graphic novel. So I read this last night because I was just like, I just thought I'd start like a little bit and then I just could not put it down. This is just so adorable. I gave this 5 stars. It's just so cute. So basically this follows the young witch Nova, and she lives with her grandmas, who I very highly believe are like a couple, Chuli and Nehama. And then she's in the forest, because she heard about something going on there, and she sees a wolf, and she calls out the name Tam, and it is her old childhood crush, Tam, who is a werewolf. And so there's a fantasy, magical, witchy sort of thing where them two and the grandmas and Nova's friend Tatiana have to defeat this evil magic that wants to use wolf magic for bad, but there's also just such a beautiful, adorable romance that is rekindled and blossoms between Nova and Tam. And Tam goes by they them pronouns, and I just found this just so good. So I should just quickly bookmark this bit. So this is this is right near the beginning, by the way, when they come back to the grandma's house, and then Chuli is there are towels in the closet she can use, and then Tam is they, beg pardon, I use they pronouns now. Of course, I'm sorry, dear, my mistake. And not once again, not one more single time is Tam misgendered. Even the baddie of this book, I'm not gonna say who they are, uses the correct pronouns, and I just think that is just so great. And it's something small, but it really does mean a lot. And I'm just so happy that there is so much more queer inclusive literature now, especially aimed at younger people, than when I was younger. And it's so amazing, so incredible. So yeah, I really love that. Also, Nova is hard of hearing, and she uses hearing aids, and there is some discussion on the how this impacts her, and problems surrounding it. But I feel it's really great to just have that extra representation, and I don't think I've read anything yet that has had a deaf main character. So it's just so great, and she's thriving as well, and it's just so good. And also Tatiana, who is Nova's friend, let me just show where she is in the thing. So this is Tatiana here, and she is drawn as bigger than the other characters and the average person, I guess. And I'm not trying to be mean or nasty or anything rude, because this is something I absolutely love about this, is that it's just such great inclusivity, and she's just such a great character as well. I literally loved all of the characters. And yeah, and also like the artwork, I don't want to like show you too much, but like the artwork is exceptional. It's so beautiful. It's such like let me just like show like a early bit or whatever. Let me get somewhere nice. So like here, I'll say, so like it's such vivid colors. You can tell exactly who is who. It's so engaging and encapsulating. And it's just great. It's honestly great. So yeah, so a queer witch and werewolf fantasy romance. Can you pass that up? I don't know. I would say not, because this is so good. So yeah, 100% 5 stars from me. I read it in one whole sitting. And I will 100% be coming back to this. So yay. So as you just saw 5 minutes ago, I'm going to start reading this now. This follows the story of Dylan Tang, who like helps out, like he's like in school and like helps out with his aunt's Chinese takeout in Brooklyn, and winning a mooncake competition could bring the publicity that the restaurant needs. And then enters Theo Sommers, a charming, wealthy customer who convinces Dylan to be his fake date to a family wedding full of crazy rich drama. Their romance is supposed to be for show, but soon Dylan's falling for Theo, for real. So yeah, I cannot wait. This came out this year, and just look at like that. It's just so adorable. Oh, look, and the little dog, and oh my god, the cat in here is so sweet. Like there's like a little thing there. So yeah, so I'm gonna start reading this soon, and I cannot wait to get to this. Yeah, so I'll be with you very soon. Look, little dog. To mum and dad for always believing. I just love literature now. I'm just so happy that like things like this and like so many other books are here and like aimed at younger audiences, and it's just making people see that whatever they identify as, whoever they are, that they are valid and they are like, there's nothing wrong with them, and it's just beautiful. So I'm just so happy. I can't say if you can tell, but they're getting glazed over, and for the first time in a while, I might shed a few tears at this book. It's not sad. It's not sad. There's a few like emotional bits. It's just, it's sad. I'm just Dylan's mom is just sounds such a lovely person. And his aunt Jade is so sweet, and his cousin Megan is so funny. She is just icon. I love her. Yeah, I can feel it coming. And little Tim is sweet. I haven't really seen that much of him yet, but I want to see more. And then Theo is just cute and sweet as well, and he's this is so good. I am loving this so much. Oh, that is so adorable. Yay. I can't wait to read more and probably cry. And Clover, Clover's the dog, by the way. Adorable. Adorable. Just everything adorable. I rarely have a full-on like a gasp when I read things, even if it's like shocking, but okay, Terry. Goosebumps. I hope you're gonna get a thing, but I cried a bit, and I was like, oh, my heart, and now I'm like, oh, I love this so much. More on it in a bit. Hey, so I finished Fake Dates and Mooncakes yesterday. Oh my gosh, this book was incredible. I loved it so much. Instant 5-star read for me. So I've sort of told you about the story. Follow Dylan. He is working, like, well, he's at school. He's going to go into his senior year, so he's like 17. And in his like Auntie Jade's like struggling Singaporean Chinese restaurant takeout. And then he meets Theo on a delivery that's sort of gone off skew, and it's clear that there's like an attraction, but sort of, well, he is attracted to Theo, but he doesn't know Theo's thoughts, obviously. And then there's sort of like he invites him to a wedding, like to be like a fake date and stuff, because they sort of become friends in a way. And there is like a lot of like family drama at the wedding, and like in Theo's life, like sort of like crazy rich people stuff. And yeah, and then also Dylan is trying to like save his aunt's business, and he wants to apply for the Mid-Autumn mooncake making festival, and the ones he wants to make are these snow skin blue ones that his pawpaw, his grandmother, used to make. And the year before, his mother was gonna like enter with him, but she sadly she sadly got cancer, and she died in quite quick succession. And the grandmother is like suffering sort of like dementia, like memory loss, so she doesn't actually know the recipe. So he sort of like has to sort of like try and figure it out as well. And yeah, I love this. The plot, I was 100% here for. I absolutely adored it. I've read some reviews, and some people was like, I didn't really like the insta love, and I'm just like, okay, there is sort of insta love, but at the same time, like, I feel like even if like I didn't really like it, it's like a smidge, like it's nothing in comparison to what this book does well. And yeah, the characters are just exceptional. I literally love them so much. Like the main character, the main protagonist, Dylan, is just the most lovable person ever. Like I just absolutely adored him. He's human, and has some like flaws in a sense, or like things that like maybe annoyed me a little bit, but like he is just such a lovely character. Like he's just so nice and good. He cares so much for his aunt's business, and his Chinese Singaporean like heritage as well, like knowing like the language and like sort of like certain customs and like the culture and history, and he like infuses his like passion for it, which obviously has been like instilled in him, and he's so passionate about it, and this is rubbing off on Theo as well, who his mother was I believe from Hong Kong, yeah, but she died when he was quite young, so he hasn't really like been able to connect with his like Asian heritage. And me going with Dylan and Dylan's family is a way to reconnect. And yeah, and then he's just so great. And then Theo, he comes from money, like they're from like different worlds, but unlike his like dad and aunt and other people in like the family, he doesn't really like care about it, or he doesn't like make it, it doesn't allow money to like influence his like humility and outlook on life. And he's more like down to earth and friendly, and just like he's such a lovely person. I loved him, like I just loved him. And then Aunt Jade, she is so great. She has a struggle in business, but she has aspirations. She took Dylan in and was such like a rock for him when his mother died, and that was her sister. So she was obviously struggling herself, but she she has so much love for him and like her family and her business and all that she's up against. And then her children, Tim, he was sweet. I feel like maybe I would have preferred a little bit more of him, but I loved him. And Megan, oh my god, Megan, she was so witty and humorous and funny and like so quick, and it was just I loved her, I adored her. And then similarly, Terry, who was Theo's cousin, she was shown to deal with like alcohol problems, and I feel like this is done in a very mature and positive light, due to like her family like drama, and she is also very like humorous and witty and just such a great like ally to her cousin in the same way that Megan is for Dylan. And then also Theo's aunt Catherine and her wife Malia are just lovely characters, and was an added like lesbian sprinkling that I didn't know I needed, but I certainly did because I loved it. Who else? There's so much, like Theo's dad and his aunt are like unlikable, I guess, but like they have some redeeming qualities. I don't know, but like I don't really want to like spoil anything, but like I enjoyed it. And yeah, and also we cannot forget about Clover the corgi. Oh my gosh, she was so adorable. I loved her. Yeah, and also Dylan's Pawpaw and Gong Gong, his grandparents in Singapore, were just so sweet. And yeah, and what also I loved is that both of these guys, they're out, and proudly so, and not once, not at all in the whole entire book is there like sexuality questioned or like attacked in any way. I guess there's like other drama problems that they choose to focus on, and I just think it's just so great that like YA audience know that like being gay is just, it's just so normal, and I just thought it was so great. And yeah, the writing isn't really anything special because it is YA and it's aimed at younger people, but it's extremely bingeable. It's like it's by no means bad, like it's still good. It's not like lyrical like anything like that, but I don't really care. I think the plot and the characters make up for it. I just ate this up, loved it. And also Dylan infuses, or Shirley via Dylan infuses like certain like Chinese like sayings and like quotes and things that were just really great, and I loved like learning about like sort of like Chinese heritage as and Singaporean like heritage, I guess, in a way, via this, and yeah, it's just so good. Like it's honestly so good. Like I do not have a single bad word for it. I loved it. I loved both of these books, and I would so recommend them. So yeah, so this is actually the end of the vlog. I only have 2 in it, because someone needs to start writing some more queer mooncake inspired fiction, and I will certainly be checking it out because I love these. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a nice, great morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and I guess I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Read these spells.